Hi, my name is Jeff Hewitt, General Manager here at Brian Cullen Motors, and today we're talking about the 2026 Traverse RS. So whether you're in the market for a new Chevrolet Trax or maybe a fully loaded Suburban to move the whole family, make sure you click the link at the top of the description to start a conversation with one of our experts. Okay, so this is the 2026 Traverse RS. Traverse comes in 3 trim levels. You may have seen the video I did on a 2025 Traverse LT, which LT is the entry level. Z71 is a slightly more rugged and luxurious middle vehicle, and this is the top end. And you'll notice that, yeah, there's a set of license plates on it. The reason why is this is actually one of our demonstrator vehicles. We like loaning this out to our service customers so they can get a chance to experience what new vehicles are like. So this is one of those vehicles. So if you notice that it's got plates or a couple little things, maybe there's a dirty floor mat inside, that's probably why. Regardless, this is a Traverse RS. And so what you see here is what you get with RS. And this is something I'm really excited that General Motors has done. They decided to make a top trim level and say, there it is. It's got it all. It's got the big panoramic sunroof. It's got all the safety features. It's got everything you expect to have. Really, the only things that we added to this are a couple little details, like I put a set of floor liners in it, and we put black lug nuts because it's got beautiful black wheels, and I'm just that kind of guy. I like to have black lug nuts with my black wheels. So this is an RS. We're going to go through a few of the features, but the first thing you notice up front, of course, is a lot of this sort of black accent. The black bow ties come right from the factory that way. We didn't replace them. They weren't gold to begin with, and now they're black. This is the way they come on an RS. Really like this combination against the gray. I think it makes the whole vehicle look really, really sharp up front. Now, under the hood, it has the new 2.5 liter turbo 4-cylinder engine making huge power. Let's talk about this for a second. We've had some people that have said, what, you can't get a V6? Well, quite frankly, when General Motors developed this engine, making well over 300 horsepower and over 300 pound-feet of torque, why do we need a V6? Now, if you're used to what a V6 sounds like, you might not care for the sound of this engine, and I'm going to be perfectly honest, I get it, but you have to drive it to understand it. And that's really where I think Traverse has become very interesting. It was all new for 2025. 2026 is essentially a carryover year. But what I find interesting about Traverse is who's buying it now. And we're seeing people coming to Traverse from a lot of different angles. Yes, compact SUV owners, maybe their family's got a little larger, things like that. And so we've seen compact SUV owners come up to Traverse. The other thing that's interesting is that this model in particular, the RS, with an MSRP of right around $71,000, we're seeing people come from full-size SUV down to Traverse, if you want to call it that, because this is a mid-size SUV. It's a little bit smaller than the big full-size. It's incredibly efficient, with great fuel range because it is so efficient, and it still gives great room inside. Why don't we pop down the side and see what we're talking about here. So the first thing you notice about RS, of course, are these big, beautiful 21-inch wheels. These black wheels come standard on RS. And once again, this is what I kind of like about the packaging that General Motors has done with this, is that they made RS top trim. You're not having to add a bunch of features or options to make it look or feel the part. So it has it all. Yeah, there's the black lug nuts. I'm guilty, can't help myself. But you notice the black wheel opening trim, the black Traverse. So the RS has that real sport, sort of black contrast going on. If you option this in black, then it has sort of almost full stealth mode. Personally, I really like the white with the black or the gray with the black. I think they're really great options all around. Let's head to the back and see what we have for luggage. So just before I open the hatch, one thing I have to point out is, once again, this has a cover much like you see on our full-size SUVs. This does have a cover here for the rear hitch. Rear hitch is standard on this model. Once again, General Motors recognizing the fact that, you know what, you're likely to maybe put a small boat behind there, so there were jet skis or a utility trailer, whatever it is you're going to pull behind your Traverse. They've come right from the factory with a hitch, with the wiring harness, ready to go. Otherwise, this is a mid-size SUV. It's a 7-passenger. There is an 8-passenger option where you can get the, oh, see, it sensed me here. So that first take you saw where it sensed me there, it didn't want to run into me. So now it's opened up fully, and back here we have our cargo department. So first of all, you can close it with the switch up here, but we've got some pretty decent luggage room. Plus we have some this nice bin here for some deep storage underneath. Great place to hide some of the maybe the plastic that comes with kids. Lots of room, and of course we have the 70-30 split. So we do have 3 across the back here, so you can fold down one side, the other, or both. And of course, like the full-size SUVs, they are power folding. So they're just done with the switches here at the side. You can fold left, right, or both, whatever you prefer, and they just fold down with power. Now you look through, you've got really great cargo room. You still have a 4-passenger configuration. That middle row will fold down with the power switches, and they just drop for you. So now you've got all kinds of room. So there's really a lot of full-size utility type of uses for this vehicle, much like we see in Tahoe, Suburban, Escalade. And so you can understand why some of those full-size SUV buyers have actually moved down into this vehicle, because it does a lot of the same things, same sort of utility, but in a mid-size package. Really terrific. Let's see what it's like inside. Okay, so here we are sitting in the driver's seat of Traverse. I've got this pretty much set to how I would drive it. The seat's a little high here, let me get it down. So inside here, once again, sort of typical to what General Motors is seeing right now in the Chevrolet lineup. You've got this massive 17.5-inch display for your infotainment. That obviously controls your radio. It also has all your settings, all your apps, everything takes place here. I'm just gonna fire this up a little bit so we can see what it looks like, and we'll open up this sunroof shade as well. So of course the infotainment, it operates like most tablets. The same sort of hand gestures. You're going to swipe it from side to side to go from menu to menu. For the most part, you've got your trailering app here, which of course you can set up a light test. You can actually run your checklist of your trailer right here in the app. This is where you're going to set up your vehicle. So you have your phone connections, once again for your Bluetooth, if you're running Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Here we have all your vehicle settings. And so you have things like rear seat reminder, buckle to drive, teen driver. So all of the safety features are also here as well. So you can control how the seat alerts you if there's a problem. Forward collision avoidance, for example, this is set to alert and brake in the case of a possible forward collision. The vehicle is very intuitive, and you have lots of choices of how you want to set up your vehicle. Right lighting, power door locks, how the remote operates, the seating position, memory seats. Really terrific, intuitive, and easy to use. Once again, because it's got the Google built-in, plus Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wonderful to use. Really great set of options and features, including Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so your phone pairs very intuitively to this vehicle, and it is a Google built-in system, which means it operates very, very smoothly. It's really easy to use, and you should not be intimidated by it. Otherwise, up front here, of course, we've got what you would expect in the top trim level of any vehicle. Really, really nice interior. You'll notice that it is an RS, so you get the little touches of red here and there. You can see it built into the dash a little bit in the door panels. So they just give you those little touches of red to let you know that you are in a Chevrolet RS model. And this is pretty consistent through all the RS vehicles. So if you're looking at an RS Equinox, looking at a 2 RS Trax, you're looking at an RS Traverse, these are the sort of things that you're going to see very, very consistently through the lineup. Beautiful steering wheel, and I love this. You even get a flat bottom steering wheel like you do in, say, a Corvette. And this is kind of a neat thing. It does give you that bit of a sporty feel, but the other thing it does is it gives your legs a little more clearance, especially if you're a little shorter in stature and you have to have that seat brought up a little bit for you. It does give you that space under the steering wheel, which is a really great consideration. Let's hop into the second row and see what the room's like. So as we get to the second row of seats here, you do have some adjustment forward and back. So this is all the way forward, and I'm 6 foot, so I probably don't want to ride here, right, sitting behind myself, but this is very comfortable, and if I wanted to have a lot of space, well, there it is. I can stretch out. You do have your HVAC controls back here. Of course, we've got cup holders, we've got ventilation, we've got everything we need actually back here in the middle row. This is really pretty comfortable. I think if I were to be considerate and I had somebody sitting behind me, I'd probably be sitting at about here. You do have armrests on both sides. Let's see the third row. Now, you can just scramble through here like a 12-year-old, but we'll show you how we actually do it, okay? So what I love about what they've done in this Traverse here is it is a mid-size SUV, so it does get the kind of magic little button that you see on the middle of this stick. This is a pretty common feature now in the mid-size SUV lineup for General Motors, but this little electric release, and it's just that simple to be able to open it up and get inside. So here I am. I have the seat way back, and I've still got room back here. You're probably not going to put 3 full-size grown men back here, but you know what? To put a bunch of kids back here to head off to the cottage, not a problem. You still have some great luggage room out back, and really it's not bad, especially considering the standard panoramic sunroof that you find in RS. We do have the little quarter windows here just to give it that little more airy feel, but really there's a ton of room. And oh, by the way, I can let myself out by pushing that magic button. Pretty slick. So here we have 2026 Traverse RS. Gotta tell you, really great vehicle. Lots of room, really terrific option for that full-size SUV customer, maybe coming up from the compact. Come down here at 386 Ontario Street in St. Catharines, Brian Cullen Motors. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and then check out our 2025 Traverse. We did the LT a little earlier if you want to do a shop and compare. Talk to you soon.